Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I am Cilla, and today we are building a tiny flower starter. So the theme for this was obviously flowers, as you're going to see later on. I ended up using a bunch all around. So this house is a tiny house. It is 45 tiles, and it is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it is built in the world of Willow Creek, which is a base game world. I had so much fun doing this, you guys. Like, just the color schemes all throughout the build just made me so happy. And there are different color schemes. So on the outside for the flowers, I did use a combination of red and yellow flowers and white. I think they just complemented each other so well together. And on the actual house, I used yellow and green, and on the inside of the house, I used yellow and blue. So the consistent theme for this house is yellow and flowers. That's basically what it amounted up to. So I did kind of build this differently today. Usually I start with the outside. I built the whole exterior because I love exteriors. And then I move on to the inside. But today I wanted to try something different. Like, this time in my life, I've been doing a lot of things that I'm not really comfortable with. And one of those things I'm not really confident in is floor plans. So I really wanted to try my hand at just making the floor plan first before mapping out the whole entire exterior. So that's what I was doing today. So yeah, I started with the living room, and I just started adding other rooms onto the living room eventually. So I do end up adding the bathroom and I think the kitchen next, and then I found space for a bedroom somewhere. Like I said, this is 45 tiles. I think that's what it came out to. It was 45, 46, I don't remember. The whole tiny thing was an afterthought because it wasn't supposed to be a tiny build. I just realized that it was so small after I was done with it that I was like, I wonder if it fits into a tile count, and it did. It fit into the tiny one. So I just ended up making it a tiny house, so it's a tiny starter. It did come out being, I think, 17,000. I think you saw me change the budget at the beginning of the video. My sim BB Bunny, she started out with 9 million simoleons, and I reduced it down to 16,000 just so we could stay into the count. But I think it ended up being 17,019 simoleons, so it's not that bad. If your sim is just starting out, you can afford it. And this does have room for 2 sims. There is no dining space because, like I said, it's a tiny home. So yeah, they're just gonna have to eat in the living room, like I do in real life. I don't use my dining room at all. It's always the living room or my desk because I spend the most time at my desk. My desk is my best friend. And yeah, so we're starting in a bathroom now, and like I said, the interior is mostly blue and yellow. I didn't plan anything, so I was just going along with the yellow theme because yellow just makes me happy, and I'm really in a space where I want my creations, when I look at them, when I just see the screenshots, I want them to emanate something from me, just pure happiness. And I think yellow does that for the most part. So I did use a lot of yellow in this build. And coming up, now that we're talking about it, about my happiness and everything, my favorite season is around the corner, and I am biased because my birthday is also in that season. My birthday is October 4th, and autumn it's just the happiest time for me, honestly. Just the happiest time. I love everything involved in fall. I love all the dying leaves, all the falling leaves. I love all the colors. I love the weather for the most part because it's still sunny and just has that cool breeze. We're just getting out of summer, and that breeze just everything. So since that is coming up, all of my builds will be autumn themed because I've been waiting all year, and I've been trying to hold off the most. Because if you've seen my Instagram, a lot of my builds were centered around, coziness and autumn. That's how I found my build style. But I didn't want to overwhelm everybody with brown builds because that's basically what all of my autumn ones are. They're brick and brown and red and all of those fun colors. So I've been trying to limit them to just autumn because if not, I will go crazy with them. And I already had a complaint of somebody saying that my builds were too brown. I was just using brown too much. So I was like, okay, maybe I do need to calm it down a little bit. But the time is here again, and I am so excited. Oh my gosh. Like I said, my birthday is in October, so it's not really my birthday I'm looking forward to, but I'm looking forward to just the atmosphere. Because like the atmosphere of fall is the best. Like the pumpkin spice, even though I don't like pumpkin spice, it's just the thought of, you know. I hate pumpkin everything. Like just the smell of pumpkin is nasty, but oh, except pumpkin seeds. I do like pumpkin seeds, so let me not lie. But pumpkin isn't my favorite, but it's just pumpkins that are, you know, related to autumn. And I will be using pumpkins in my builds also, because I do love using them in my builds. By the way, now that I just realized that we're not talking about the build at all, I kind of forgot that I had a budget and I was just going crazy with the bookshelves. And I realized, like, oh my gosh, we're broke. I had to cut it back a little bit. You'll see me start deleting a bunch of stuff right here and trying to make space for actual useful things that your sim might need in the game, aside from a bunch of bookshelves. But yeah, I completely forgot that I was building a starter, and I was just about to go crazy with the bookshelves and the plants like I usually do. And it is at this point that I realized like the outside was looking a little boring, so I wanted to add some contrast, which is why I added the green shingles to the side. I thought that was a really nice touch to it, like just to break up all the yellow and everything. And since I was done with the outside, I figured any more of the allotted budget with the 19 simoleons that we had could go to the outside. I don't know what I thought I was going to do with that. I don't know what I thought was going to happen outside that I could do with just 19 simoleons, but baby, we did it. I figured it out. And I ended up putting this on a little hill because I was just tired of, you know, regular lots, just like regular I don't want to call them elevated, but I think that's what it is. It's just regular elevated lots. I was sick of them. I've been doing them for a while now. And recently I've been messing with the terrain tool. I usually don't, and I haven't for I think a year or so. Like I sprinkle some terrain in here and there, but I'm not really confident in it again. And like I said, when I'm not confident in something, I try to get better at it instead of avoiding it. So that's what we're doing now. And I figured it would be cute to put it on a little hill with some stairs leading up to the porch. And so here I'm just trying to make it look put together. Like I didn't want the hill to be showing that much in the front. Like I did want it to look like it was put there on purpose. So I'm just putting some stone walls. I think this is Debug from Cottage Living, or I think it's High School Years. I can't really tell. I want to say it's High School Years though, if I'm right. And then I'm just trying to cover all the slopes on the outside, and this is where we start adding all those beautiful bushes and flowers that I was telling you guys about, the red and yellow. So I did use the red rose bushes from Cottage Living. Those are my absolute favorite. Anytime I have an excuse to use them, I will. It's just that red doesn't really go with a lot of exterior colors that I use, because all of my exterior colors are really like neutral, you know, so I end up using white flowers more than anything. Or if I do feel a little spicy, I do add like some dark red bushes, flower bushes. But the red is just so overpowering in the Cottage Living bushes that I don't really use them. Oh, I forgot, we did use blue and yellow out here too. These are my absolute favorite debug flowers right here. They are from Cats and Dogs, and they are the most beautiful flowers in the game to me. And like I said, any excuse to use these also, I will absolutely do it. I will cover a whole house in just cats and dogs flowers. They are so beautiful, and they are the only swatch that comes like that. Like we have those debug flowers and everything, even base game, but they only come in blue and white with the cats and dogs. So if you guys are thinking about getting cats and dogs, like if you don't have it, that's a bonus right there. Only the blue and white flowers come with cats and dogs. So that's a little tip for you guys. Like I said, if you are looking into getting cats and dogs, I'm pretty sure at this point most people have it already. You know, it's a staple in the game. Cats and dogs in seasons like change the whole dynamic of the game. So I'm you know, assuming almost everyone has those already. But if you don't and you're looking for a new pack to get, I'm suggesting it. And here I forgot I had a budget again, and I was just going for the flowers that were not debug. and we had to delete them, and now we're just going crazy with all the red and yellow flowers. I used also the yellow flowers from Cottage Living and the ones from Growing Together, because the ones from Growing Together are just so adorable. Like, they make me so happy. As soon as I saw them, I didn't like them, and then like I used them in a build before, and then I was like, wow, these are like super cute, and I was really gonna sleep on them, baby. I was not going to touch them, because honestly I was a little disappointed with the Growing Together debug. But that is one thing that came out of it that I will not regret. I will love those flowers. And I think they pair so well with the red bushes. Like, all in all, just all the flowers around the house made me so happy. I think that is my favorite part of the build. Like, not even the interior, not the actual exterior of the house, but just the flowers all around it. And I wish I could have carried that theme to the inside, but like when you put those flowers inside, they look really dark and you can't really get the same effect that you do on the outside of the house. So I did have to keep it to the outside, but like I said, no regrets. They're my favorite. And I hope you guys do enjoy them too. But yeah, this was just a little quick, you know, hi, how are you doing? And a little update on everything. Oh, if you guys don't know, I also will be back with another voiceover tomorrow, hopefully. Or maybe a live stream, because we are getting a live stream of the gameplay for the new horse pack for Sims tomorrow, and I really wanted to talk to you guys about it. So if I don't do a voiceover about it tomorrow, we will do one the next day, and if I don't do a live stream, then like I said, we'll just do the voiceover the next day so we can all talk about it, because I'm really excited to hear about what you guys think of it. Like, I'm not really excited for horses, but I'm excited for the debug. Like, anytime a new pack comes out, I'm always excited for the debug. But anyway, we're getting to the end of the video, and I'm just adding the little bit of things left, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like it, please come back. Please. I love seeing you guys comment, and I love hearing what you think of the build and what I can approve of. But now we're going into the screenshots, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!